Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of A Lawyer Plays The Long Dark Story Mode with me, Ryan, the gaming lawyer. If you will recall, in the last episode we took a little detour up to the the lookout. It's like a ranger's lookout up on top of the mountain because we'd read a note that there were hunting supplies up there. Well, unless I very much missed something, that was not the case. But there were a few useful supplies, but all that we really ended up getting from that trip was, we got cold, almost got hypothermia on the way up there, and we found a little stove and some pork and beans, and, it gave us food poisoning. So that's the main thing we got out of our trip, and now we were gonna go back to the camp office to recuperate, because we need rosehip tea at this point to cure our food poisoning. However, there were 3 wolves just chilling right in front of the camp office. So now we're back to square one, back to the old man's cabin. We're essentially returning to where we were at the beginning of last episode, only now we have food poisoning. That's essentially what we've accomplished in the last in the last episode. Gonna be rabbits on the trap. I think at this point I just need to sleep because I'm not seeing any. Oh, there is a rabbit. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna leave that as it is because it should be frozen. Let me just make sure. It's 80% frozen. Okay. Basically, the entire world is like a refrigerator, so we're just gonna leave that alone right now because we're not gonna be doing any schmancy cooking right now. I feel like we are really tired, so I feel like we should just head in here and lay down our mat. Put this thing away. Lay down our mat and sleep. Buttons. Okay. I mentioned last time I just got a new keypad. It's this thing. And I don't have muscle memory for this yet. It's got a different configuration than the keypad that I'm used to. So I'm still a little bit fumbly with that. I've been using my old keypad for 10 years, so my fingers are very well trained in its configuration. And they're just a little bit stumbly with this new one. Alright, we were going to grab our bedroll. Wasn't it? Where's the bedroll? Under tools, probably. Here we go. And we're going to place that right here in front of the fire. How are we doing on... Let's drink some water. And then we'll take a nap. Because we are sleepy. I'm hoping we can sleep this food poisoning off. And you know what? We're just gonna... Let's do 8 hours. It's gonna be the middle of the night when we wake up. I just got scared like I thought I heard a wolf sound. No, we're not doing... Oh, I forgot even to check if we had wolf hips still. This back up. We do have food poisoning, but we are also a little bit starving, so... Let me see, there's the other can of pork and beans. No, we're just gonna... Let's see if we can actually sleep for 12 hours. If we're sick, maybe it'll let us. And then, come morning, healed, food poisoning. Alright, good. Well, I guess... You either get rose hips or you can sleep for a long time. And, oh gosh, it sounds so horrifyingly cold outside right now. And we're running low on... Wow, we're basically starving. And we had all sorts of food stashed away at that camp office that's being guarded by wolves. So at least we got this backup of still... We got the rabbit outside. Huh. Let's go check that. I think that trap was broken. But we might be able to just set it. Wow. It's very chilly out right now. Let's grab this rabbit.
What have we here?
We're gonna take the rabbit, we're gonna harvest it inside. Let's grab the snare, take it. Place it. Oh good, okay, so it's still... Set that back out there. So maybe next time come back from a trip, there'll be another rabbit waiting for us. Not that a rabbit's gonna do a whole hell of a lot. I don't think one rabbit's really got enough to take care of our comfort, but or hunger. Is it under crafting? Where's the rabbit? Here it is. Let's harvest that son of a bitch. And we're inside. We don't have to worry about starving or freezing. Starving maybe. Start the food.
I could eat anything right now.
Well, you're about to eat a rabbit. That's what's about to happen. So let's cook up the rabbit meat in the magical never-ending fire. Gamey rabbit. Mmm, sounds so delicious. We do have a full health bar, which we did not have before. So that's... Wait, what am I cooking right now? I thought I just clicked on something and I thought it said moldy. Must have been something. New pork and beans. Well, it's better than what I had. So we got about 3 pounds of meat. Which, surprisingly... surprisingly not super effective at filling us up. Just ate 3 pounds of rabbit. Did not put a dent in our bellies. Wow, it would have been nice if there were bow and arrow to catch some damn deer at this point. We're just not doing so good. Alright, I'm gonna drop off... Oh no. We're gonna put my firewood over... Crap. My firewood over here. Because I believe I've got more... I don't need this now. I'm gonna drop at least one of those. We'll keep 2 with us for the road. And I did pick up some extra clothing and stuff that we probably don't need to carry with us. I just wanted it for the material. So the extra boot we're just gonna drop and leave here. Didn't we pick up... Yeah, we picked up some extra socks. We don't need to worry about that right now. We're still just down to 50 pounds. But... Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have this along with us too. So... Let's see what our weight's at. 52? That's not too bad. That's acceptable. And we got the 6.61 gallons. Let's go ahead and... 0.88. Alright. Let's poke our heads out, see how things are looking now. Now, food-wise, hold on. We're still... Well, what's it for if not to eat, right? Let's cook up the beans. And... We'll eat hot beans, and then we'll eat... Well, maybe we'll make some more coffee, too. I know you get points for giving the guy pork and beans. That's one of the things that he likes, but I need it more, and if I eat his pork and beans, he's gonna get mad at me, so... You always need... Remember, boys and girls, before you eat anybody's can of pork and beans, you gotta have their consent first. Not a sex thing. Alright. Delish. Alright, let's, quickly have some coffee. We'll drink our coffee, and then we will be on our way. Cooking mode. Is that at the top off our thirst? Yeah. And we're not doing too bad for hunger. The only thing I'm really concerned about at this point is the fact that we're essentially out of food. Which hasn't been really a problem since the very beginning of the game. But, alright, we're good. Temperature seems okay. So we're just gonna carry on with this trip. one mental note I should make after realizing that having 13 rose hips is not enough to make tea is that we should keep our eyes... Is that a... Okay, that's like a bird sound. I thought that was a wolf for a second. We should keep our eyes open for the rose hip bushes. What's this? It's probably a torch I threw down before. Burned out. Now I just want to see. Could I have left the torch? Nope. This was something that I dropped before. It's okay. No bigs. So now we're going to take more of a direct route towards the train tracks. As I was saying, I think I interrupted my thought. Since we learned that you need 24 rose hips in order to make rose hip tea, I should keep an eye out for more rose hips, because I do not have enough. And I was all excited too when I was like, oh, I need rose hips. I was thinking, I'm finally going to get to use my rose hips. Like, it's not just a useless extraneous thing I'm carrying around. Seeing these guys flying around, looks like that's probably a dead body or something down here. Maybe he'll have some interesting... Yep. Frozen corpse.
I could use this.
Nope, I really... Let's see. Doesn't offer much warp. Nope. That's all it had was a t-shirt and the whole thing? We're gonna... Where there are birds, there are frequently feathers, though. Are there... Yeah, there's a feather. I've been collecting feathers this whole game. I am not sure I will ever be able to use them. Feathers in the main game are used to craft arrows. They're part of the ingredient. You need arrows, you need a wood shaft, and an arrowhead, and that's how you make arrows. However, in this game... Oh, careful now. Steep hill. In the story mode, you don't have a lot of... Let me see. I don't have a lot of crafting recipes. I can make snares, and that's it. So, hopefully at some point, maybe when we get to the place where we can repair the gun, there will be... Something? No. Maybe there will be some kind of crafting guide that we can then learn how to make other things, but... It's also one reason why I haven't gone out of my way to scour the map for crafting materials like I would in Sandbox Mode, is because like I originally had accumulated all those hides and those guts that I'd cured in the first map that apparently I can't get back to now. Main reason I was doing that was in anticipation of crafting clothing and also specifically bows and arrows. But if crafting is not a thing, then I don't have a super incentive to go exploring all over the map for... You need to find these certain types of saplings to make... I think one type to make the bow and another type to make the arrows. So, it seems to me... Now, there's plenty of room to explore if you want to in this game. But for me, who's done a lot of sandbox, this is my first time doing story mode, the lack of crafting is definitely giving me an incentive to progress the story. Especially after, in that first map, I collected a lot of stuff, and then the story is just like, well, you're done on that map now, kiss it goodbye. And the massive stockpile of survival goods that you've accumulated is no longer a thing for you to have. Let me see. So it's about noon right now. This is oh, rose hips. I wasn't paying attention. Have I been missing any? I found 8 rose hips. 8 more. Okay, so I officially... What's that load on my phone? Alright, I officially have enough rose hips. Here's more. To make rose hip tea if I get food poisoning again. Hey, look, more wood. Guess I'll pick it up. If I end up getting loaded down, I can drop stuff. But for now, leaving Mystery Lake. All right. So as I mentioned before, I have of all the time that I've played Sandbox Mode, now it's been abundantly clear that this game is not whatever you saw in Sandbox Mode. You can't rely on it being the same. But Forlorn Muskeg, that just sounds terrible. My one experience in the Sandbox Mode shortly before full release was coming down here. I poked my head around a little bit. I think I got past like where those big rocks are up ahead, and there's a big frozen lake. And I basically got attacked by a bear once I hit the big frozen lake. And it was awful, and the bear had its way with me. And then I woke up later, and I guess the bear was satiated because it was walking away, and I think I had all sorts of parts of my body missing, but I was still alive, and my gun was next to me, so I picked it up, and I decided to take a shot at the bear, which only made the bear angry. By the way, I'm referring to something I played on my own offline. This is not in some episode you guys missed. I played the Sandbox Mode on my own time. And, as a side note, I have discussed the possibility of either doing a Let's Play or streaming the Sandbox Mode. But I'm not sure how well it'll go with the stream, but it could be worth trying. Anyways, but yeah, so this bear, I took a shot at the bear. Shooting bears makes them apparently cranky. There's a wolf over there. Watch out. It makes them angry, and it just came at me and killed me. 2 wolves I see over there now. I'm gonna stay over here. He said follow the tracks, but I want to stay over here because of the visibility. I also learned by walking across this ice. Now, there's certain zones where there are large areas of ice. You can walk all over them, and I don't recall there being any issues. But maybe, of course, that could have been early in development. When I walked across this ice, it started cracking, and I believe I actually fell in. And it was very unpleasant. Alright, I think up ahead is where I ran into the bear. So, I'm preemptively getting a little bit paranoid. Got a bunch of train cars. I never even got close enough to check out these train cars. Oh, there's some, let's get over here. Really, I can't step over this? The game needs a jump button. It needs a jump button so bad. I know I said no detours, but this is practically right in front of me, and I was saying that because we couldn't get back to the camping office, it did leave us in a rather troubling situation with regards to our food supply, because I was camping. I was planning on ooh, backpack. I was planning on I had a bunch of food stashed away at that office. Okay, that's good. Good, a little bit of food. Great. Okay, it's a little scrap metal. Sure. This, don't need the newsprint. Gonna walk along the train here, see if there's... Yep, there's all sorts of little useful things near the train. I don't... well, we are going someplace that involves crafting, so... Now that... Oh, coal, too. Now that I know we're going to some sort of a crafting place, maybe I should bring the scrap metal with me. Oh, granola bar. Wow. The train delivereth a bounty of survival goods for us. Gonna check around the other... How are we doing on temperature? We're doing okay. Oh, there is an interior over here as well. One more of this coal. So I don't want to... I want the reclaimed wood. Oh, well, I don't need the bedroll. I feel like the coal's a good idea to bring.
Anymore.
I don't need the jeans. I don't need... Oh, gosh. That's worth taking. It's only half a pound. We're already at 61 pounds, though. Flare shell, yes. Okay, thank goodness. We are loading up here pretty good, though. But this is good to know. If push came to shove, we could potentially get away with staying in this boxcar. The only possible danger is if it's too cold during the night, and we don't have a fire that's going to last the entire night, we could freeze to death in our sleep. It's a thing that I've done before. I don't think I've done it in a Let's Play. I've frozen to death. Do I see wolves on the tracks up ahead? Yep. There's a wolf eating a deer. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's walk over here. I don't know how far we can go out on this ice, but I figure we'll walk against the wind. I don't know if that means the wolf will then have to walk against the wind. Oh, this is making me very nervous, this ice. Okay, very nervous. He's busy with that deer. Yeah, it's one thing I'm not sure. Oh, weak ice, weak ice, weak ice, weak ice. Okay. Weak ice! Alright, well, now we're taking a much wider detour than expected, but I really do not want to tangle. It's not that cold, buddy. I really do not want to tangle with that wolf. And yeah, that's great. They're like, don't leave the railroad tracks. And what's the first thing that I do? Oh, I should be looking for, no, I'm not going to detour for him. But as I'm walking right by all these cattails, I should be looking for ones that I can pick. Alright, this should help us double back. Where all these drifts, these snow drifts are. This should be solid, solid ice, I'm hoping. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing it. I kept saying how we're back in familiar territory. Areas that I knew. A little graphical issue there with those things today. They're disembodied little cattail heads. But we are officially in areas of the main game map, or maps, that I have no experience with. So, I officially don't know what to expect coming up ahead. Okay, I saw the red thing down there and I realized that was the train. It's like we could not have missed whatever workshop, I don't know if I forget what he said it was, where we would find his place to repair his gun. If it's some sort of a craftsman shop or a gas station with a mechanic shop, I'm not sure what it is we're looking for, but whatever it is, I don't think we missed it. It'd be great if I made my way all the way back to the tracks, and then I realized that I had not yet passed the wolf. The thought just crossed my mind, like, oh my god, did I go far enough? Because I can still see the train. Maybe I didn't. Alright. Gonna catch some of these on the way over. Yeah, these little disembodied cattail heads. That's new. I wonder if that's a problem in the game itself, or if that's new to me. Something going on in my files corrupt. I don't know. That did not used to be a thing. So, oh shit! No, no. Okay, we've come. Get the thing up. Alright, well. Apparently, those are like that's a wolf highway. It's feeling kind of like it's a wolf highway. And now we are actually getting cold. I'm not seeing anything up ahead there along those tracks in terms of a destination. He said it was about a day's walk south, so that's literal, then it could still be a while. Because of my quickly deteriorating temperature, I no longer feel like I should be stopping to pick the cattail. Oh shit, you gotta be shitting me. Really? Can I get up on here, please? No. Jump button. Give me a jump button, you sons of bitches. Alright. In real life, I could climb on that log and use it to walk across. Just gonna do it. 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 Oh, shit! Didn't do it. Did it bad.
So cold.
Now I'm freezing to death. Way to go! Alright. Can I even start a fire here? Because that's where we're at now. We are F'd in the A.
So cold in my life.
I'm definitely going to use some accelerant. Because we're out in wind.
That should help warm things up.
Let's put down... Is that coal? How much does coal do? Let's see, we're at 18 minutes. Minutes before coal can be added, 28. Alright, don't know what that means. Alright, do I hear a wolf now too? You gotta be shitting me. The wolves hate fire, so right? Don't they? He's scared of the damn fire. Yep, he's scared of the fire. Is there anything I can cook here? Let's have some banged up tomato soup, shall we? You just keep away, you damn wolf. He followed me. I think that's the same one that I ran into in the tracks earlier, too. But we are not warming up quickly, are we? Keep your ass away from me, wolf. He is obsessed with me. Let's do that. Have some of these, some of this. Eat some of our snacks. Did we eat that already? Okay, we're filling up, and let's make some coffee too, shall we? Oh. And it's gonna get dark soon, so we can't be pussyfooting around. Put this away. Let's drink that coffee, shall we? So we're as warm as we can get. Warming up. And how much time? 50 minutes? What's that, wolf? Let's take a torch out of the fire. Oh, wait. No, where's the... Oh, take torch. That's it. And hopefully this will help. Where is it at? Alright, we got a couple torches. Hopefully this will help with... Oh, shit! Oh, no, god damn it! Sorry, I cursed. I took the Lord's name in vain!
Goddamn freak.
Shit! No! The button problems. Hashtag button problems. You notice I was trying I was trying to sprint and I opened up like my Steam overlay. That's what happened. I don't think you guys saw the overlay, but that's why everything went bad, because instead of hitting shift I hit a bunch of like alt tab and all sorts of other shit on this new pad I'm using.
I'm gonna bleed out soon.
Left arm. How are we doing? Need more. Arm. Bandage? Because I fell through... Oh, the ice punctured my chest? Oh, you gotta be shitting me I'm not sleepy. Okay, I need... I think I can do old man's beard. Can I craft it? We're gonna need to do this on the wolf bite. Oh, look at me. All my clothes are completely drenched. Oh, we do officially have hypothermia now. This has turned out to be very bad. My lord. Let's get the... You just want to take a little nap. I understand. Look at his carry capacity. It's just dropping like a rock. Because he's... Let's face it. He's dying right now. Where was it? Here's the old man's beard.
Oh, I need to find some place to escape this cold.
I need to remain above freezing for 11 hours. Fuel. I don't think I do not have 11 hours worth of wood. Let me see. Was there wood over by the, Oh, we are in such a horrible condition right now. How much... Okay, we got... let's put as much as we can in here. Oh, now we can put coal in there. 4 hours and 14 minutes. Okay. How are we doing on thirst and everything else? We're good on the other stuff. So we got 4 hours. Here's at least what we're going to get a little head start by maybe setting camp. Gosh. We are drenched. All right, you know what? I'm just realizing
just disappearing.
That we are at we're over 30 minutes now, so I'm gonna call this an episode. My goodness, things certainly have gone south from 2 episodes being like, oh, we're so... I think I was even complaining that like survival didn't seem to be an issue in the story mode so much. Well, I just got my own foot served firmly into my own mouth. Things have become extremely difficult to the point where we may need to retreat back to the old man's hut, to the never-ending fire and regroup and forage for food. We might have to go into like a survival scavenging cycle before we can even do this trip. Anyways, oh lord, I don't know. I'm out of my head. But anyways, thank you everybody for joining me once again. Another episode of A Lawyer Plays, The Long Dark Story Mode. And until next time, I hope everybody is doing well, and take care. Bye-bye.